What's up? This is Coach Tiff here at Fieldhouse Gym. I'm going to explain today's workout of the day, okay? So for our warm-up, we're going to start with a 400-meter run, okay? If you're doing this at home and you can't necessarily run 400 meters, you can do some type of cardio in place for about 2.5 minutes, okay? So just something to get your heart rate up. You can do jumping jacks, jump rope, plyometrics, anything that you have available that you know will just get your heart rate up a little bit, okay? Once you are done with that, we're going to do 2 minutes of a warm-up complex, okay? So you're gonna start from standing. You're gonna walk out into an inchworm, so legs are as straight as you can get them. Walk your hands all the way out to a high plank. From here, you're gonna do a push-up. At the top of that push-up, you're gonna do a shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Once you're done with that, you're gonna bring your feet closer. One foot comes forward. You're gonna bring your elbow down towards your ankle, rotate up to the ceiling. That hand goes down, outside your foot. You're gonna get a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. That hand goes back down, that foot comes back. Other foot comes forward, elbow down, rotate up. That hand goes down outside your foot, hamstring stretch. That hand comes back in, that foot goes back. From here, feet are wide, you're gonna crawl back to your squat and stand. Okay, so you're gonna do that about 4 times through for about 2 minutes, okay? Once you're done with that, we're gonna move on to the workout. Okay, so this workout has 3 parts. A, movement prep, B, strength, and C, conditioning, okay? For a movement prep, you're going to do 3 sets of 2 movements, okay? The first one is called a king squat. It's basically a hinge and a squat combined. We're hinging at the hips and we're squatting at the knees, okay? So you can either use a barbell, a dumbbell, or a kettlebell in goblet position, okay? If you use a barbell, and if you're coming to class and you want to use a barbell, you're gonna have to be able to clean and push press it into place, okay? Clean, push press, so it goes into that back squat rack position, okay? From here, we're going to hinge at the hips, and then pull down, hinge at the hips, and then squat, and then hinge at the hips, and stand. Hinge, squat, hinge, stand. When you're done with that, if you're using a barbell, you're gonna need to be able to push press it back to set that barbell down, okay? We're doing 8 reps. If you wanna use a dumbbell or a kettlebell, if you wanna use a kettlebell, you can hold it like this, okay? Same thing. You're going to make sure your feet are in your squat stance position. You're gonna hinge at the hips, squat, hinge, stand. Hinge, squat, hinge, stand. If you have a dumbbell, you can hold it like so, or like this, okay? 8 reps. If you don't have any equipment at all, you could do a prisoner squat position, or instead, if you don't want to do the entire king squat, you can just do prisoner good mornings. Hinge at the hips, at the top, squeeze your quads, core, and glutes nice and tight, okay? 8 reps. Next is a half kneeling chop. For your half kneeling chop, you can either use a plate weight, kettlebell, dumbbell, or anything really that you can hold on to. If you're coming into the gym today to do this, either grab a 10, 15 pound plate, or you can use the kettlebell that you have already, okay? So, half kneeling chops. One knee is down. On this side, I have my glute nice and tight. I'm gonna take this plate next to my hip. My glute is on, my core is engaged, and I'm gonna chop the weight up across my body. I've got 8 on one side, and then 8 on the other. If you have a kettlebell, you can hold it like so. Make sure you're not moving your upper body with the weight. Everything stays nice and tight, upright, driving that weight across your body, okay? If you don't have any weights at all, or that movement doesn't feel great to you, you can do bird dogs instead. Reach out, hand to knee, reach out as far as you can with that foot and hand. You're gonna do 8 on one side and then 8 on the other, okay? So once you finish one round of your 8 king squats and 8 half kneeling chops, you're gonna go for 2 more rounds of that for 3 total sets, okay? Once you finish that, take a little break, grab a drink of water, take a breather. You're gonna move on to part B, which is the strength portion of the workout, okay? So we have 3 movements for the strength portion of the workout. We have tempo squats, lat pull overs, and upright rows, okay? So for the squats, you can either do barbell back squats or kettlebell goblet squats, okay? So again, if you're using a barbell in the gym here today, because we can't use our rack right now, we're gonna have you have to clean and press it, okay? If you don't wanna use a barbell, that's okay, you'll do goblet squats. But again, if you're gonna clean and press this barbell into place, like so, we have 6 to 8 tempo squats. We're gonna go 3 seconds down. 1, 2, 3, 2 second hold. 1, 2, drive it up, 1 second hold. 1, 2, 3, 2 second hold. 1, 2, drive it up, 1 second hold. 6 to 8 reps. Again, when you're done, you need to be able to push press that safely overhead, so don't go quite too heavy, okay? We have 6 to 8 of those, all right? If you're gonna use a kettlebell, you can clean it into place, hold it in the goblet position, feet in your squat stance. Think about screwing your feet into the floor, keeping your knees tracking your feet, pull yourself down. 1, 2, drive up, squeeze at the top. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 second at the top, okay? The top of our squat, quads, core, and glutes are on nice and tight, okay? I'm thinking about screwing my feet into the floor, driving away from the floor to stand up, okay? All right, once you're done with those 6 to 8 tempo squats, you're gonna do lat pull overs. And by the way, if you don't have any equipment at all, you can do maybe 10 to 12 body weight squats, okay? Next we have the lat pull overs. So I'm gonna lay down on the ground. My knees are bent, my feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to think about, if I have a huge arch here, I want to think about kind of tilting my pelvis down. My core is engaged, my rib cage is down. I'm not letting my rib cage flare up. From here, I'm going to grab onto the kettlebell handles, keep my elbows slightly bent. I'm going to pull with my lats, inhale, exhale, control it back down. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is not let that happen, keeping my core, my back neutral, okay? All right, so we've got 10 to 12 of those. If you don't have a kettlebell and maybe you have 2 lighter dumbbells, you can grab onto 2 dumbbells and do the same thing, okay? Pulling with the lats, squeeze at the bottom. Another thing you can do if you're at home and you can do pull-ups, you can do pull-ups here. If you don't have any equipment at all, what we're gonna do is, it's called a prone snow angel, okay? So you're gonna lay on your back, same thing. Looking up at the ceiling. You're gonna think about driving your elbows into your sides, and then you're gonna reach up till one hand touches the other. Pull your elbows down into your sides, squeeze, control it up. Okay, so 10 to 12 of those, all right? The next movement is kettlebell upright rows. So you're going to start with the bell in between your feet, hinge at the hips and the knees, stand up. From here, you're gonna pull the top of the kettlebell to just below your chin, leading with your elbows, okay? Inhale, exhale. don't want the kettlebell to come any higher than this, okay? You don't want the bell to come way up here, leading with the elbows, bell stays below the chin. If you have some lighter dumbbells, you could use those instead, or you could use potentially a weight plate, same thing, or even a lighter barbell, okay? If you don't have any weights at all, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hinge at the hips, and you're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together, hold for 2 seconds, control it back down. Squeeze, control it back down. So this is called a bent over reverse fly, okay? Really squeeze those shoulder blades together, control it back down. So we've got 10 to 12 of those, okay? Once you finish 1 round of that, you have 2 more for 3 total sets, okay? All right, now we're moving on to part C, conditioning. So for this one, we have 5 movements, and the reps of each one kind of decrease. So we're gonna do 14 mountain climbers on each side, 12 single arm rows on each side, 10 split squats on each side, 8 dead bugs on each side, and 6 tuck jumps. 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, okay? Mountain climbers, basically, we're just gonna be running in place, trying to keep our back nice and flat, hips are still, running in place, okay? If you shouldn't be on your hands like that, you have a wrist or elbow or hand issue going on, you can do high knees, 14 on each side, okay? Next is a kettlebell single arm row. So from here, we're gonna hinge at the hip, that foot goes back. You can put your elbow or hand on your knee, and you're gonna pull your elbow into your side. Inhale, exhale, pull. Okay, so I'm pulling. I don't need to go way up here because that just causes internal rotation. Pull elbow into side. 12 on one side, 12 on the other. If you don't have any weights, what you're gonna do is reach, row, reach, row. When I do that row motion, I'm squeezing really tight, okay? Gonna get a lot out of that even if you don't have any weights, okay? Next is split squats, all right? So you can either get that bar back into that back racked position, or you can get a kettlebell or dumbbell into your front racked position, goblet position. You're gonna start with one knee down, 90-90, drive up through your heel, coming back down. Okay, if you have a barbell, it's here. Okay, so we got 10 on one side, and then 10 on the other. You can do this without any weights at all. If you don't have weights, just use your body weight. Same thing I was just doing. Or if bending at the knees like that doesn't feel great, you can hinge at the hips instead and do more of a hip hinge single leg deadlift, body weight, okay? All right, next one is a kettlebell hold dead bug. So I'm gonna take my kettlebell, just put it behind your head, okay? You're gonna lay down and just bring it over like you did on your lat pull over. From here, you're gonna think about crushing that bell, okay? Crush that bell. You're going to get your shoulder blades off the ground, tuck your chin. You're holding this bell nice and tight. One leg goes out, comes back in. Okay, so I've got 8 on each side. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can do this with your opposite arm reaching out, or you can push your hands into your knees and do the same side. Okay? Whatever you do, try not to strain your neck, tuck that chin, and you've got 8 on each side. Okay? All right, number 6 is tuck jump, or sorry, 5th exercise, 6 reps, tuck jumps. So you're gonna jump as high as you can, tuck your knees, and then land softly. Okay, so you've got 6 of those. If that is too much pounding on your joints, you can just do regular squat jumps, you can do some drop squats, or you can just do some more squats, body weight air squats, okay? All right, so we're doing 4 rounds of this. So once you do all 5 movements, you're gonna start over at the top for 4 total sets. All right, that is your workout of the day. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you're coming into the gym today to do this workout, or if you're gonna be on our Zoom online remote warrior classes, we look forward to seeing you. Have a great day.